Good morning, I'm 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory. This is a live look at the Evansville riverfront this morning. Clear blue skies out there and a bit of a breeze starting to blow in from the west, but that wind will pick up quite a bit as we go through the rest of the day. We do have some changes on the way. We had this huge drop in our temperatures over the weekend, right? A strong cold front moved through Saturday night into Sunday morning, brought us rain, thunderstorms, some strong winds, but also this huge drop in our temperatures. We went from 87 for our high on Saturday to just 68 on Sunday. Now, that's actually where our temperatures should be this time of year, and we've stuck with those more seasonable temperatures then, with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s yesterday, and that will continue today. But then we've got another drop in our temperatures, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll be looking at the chilliest weather we've had so far this season. I mean, really break out the sweaters. It is going to be chilly out there through the second half of this week. So for today, we're talking sunny, very breezy, but still mild, seasonable. Moving forward, it gets very brisk. We could see some lows in the 30s, highs only reaching the low to maybe mid 60s. Then this weekend, we actually warm up a bit, but we do have a chance of rain. So let's dig into the details on this. We did have clouds roll through the tri-state overnight along a weak cold front. Those clouds now working their way through central and eastern Kentucky, so they cleared the tri-state before the sun even rose this morning, and we do now have clear skies across our entire region. Just clear blue, not a cloud in sight. Under all that sunshine, temperatures are starting to warm up, but we already started out warmer than we were yesterday. Yesterday morning was our coldest morning so far this season. We had lows in the upper 30s to low 40s in most locations. Instead, this morning we're starting the day in the low to mid 50s. It is 52 right now in Oakland City and Evansville, 53 in Owensboro, a little warmer to the south, Greenville at 56. We do have those winds, as I mentioned, just starting to pick up from the west, but it's really going to get breezy as the day goes on. So right now the wind is very gentle, but by this afternoon it will get pretty breezy out there. We'll see consistent sustained winds of 10 to 20 miles an hour, but the gusts will probably be up closer to 30 miles an hour this afternoon. If you were out and about on Sunday, you may remember how blustery it was on Sunday. Those wind gusts were also around 30 miles an hour, so it will be very breezy out there this afternoon. Mostly sunny today. We may see just a few passing clouds, but in general, lots of sunshine. Temperatures will eventually top out in the upper 60s to low 70s this afternoon, very similar to the weather we had yesterday. So breezy, but really beautiful fall weather. As the sun sets, the wind will start to die down a bit and temperatures will start to drop back through the 60s and into the 50s. We'll eventually bottom out in the low 40s by the end of the night tonight, so it will be clear and chilly out there tonight, and although the winds will die down, there will still be at least a gentle breeze overnight tonight, and that will make it feel a little cooler than it actually is. So first thing tomorrow morning, we may actually have a little bit of a wind chill, something we haven't had much of at all so far this season. Lows will be in the low 40s, but those wind chills will probably dip into the upper 30s. Then on Wednesday, sunny and breezy again, much like today. Winds coming from the west around 12 to 16 miles per hour, gusts probably closer to 20 to 25. But tomorrow will be noticeably cooler. Our highs will only reach the low to mid 60s Wednesday afternoon, which is actually just a few degrees cooler than you would typically expect for this time of year. And so far, the month of October has been very warm. We've had a lot of 70s and 80s, so we're finally starting to see the crisp, cool fall weather I know a lot of you have been waiting for. And it is really going to cool down. Thursday, the wind finally calms down, so we'll have those crisp fall temperatures, but not the wind. Still plenty of sunshine. Then Thursday night into Friday morning, look at that low. The chilliest weather so far this season, Thursday night into Friday morning. I think our lows will dip into the mid to upper 30s. So that'll be our first sort of widespread 30s so far this season. Still sticking with the low to mid 60s on Friday. Then we start to warm into the mid to upper 60s this weekend, but that's where we start to see some rain. You'll notice lots of sunshine today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Clouds start to push in Thursday night into Friday. Friday will be partly to mostly cloudy, but I think we'll probably stay dry. Maybe a stray shower very late Friday night, but in general, Friday is trending mostly dry. Then as this low pressure system starts to come in from the west, it pushes some scattered rain our way Saturday, and I think those rain chances will linger then into Sunday. Any chance of thunderstorms is expected to stay to our south. We're not talking about a washout here. It's not going to be an all-day rain, and like I said, not expecting any thunderstorms, but just be aware, especially if you have any outdoor plans. This weekend will be mostly cloudy, and again, a few just kind of hit or miss showers are possible on and off throughout the weekend as that low pressure system moves through, and some of that rain could even linger into Monday morning. Then we actually have another weather system we're tracking that could potentially bring us more rain as we get into Tuesday of next week, so we'll keep a close eye on that for you. I'm not seeing any questions in the comments today, so I'll go ahead and wrap up your forecast. Don't be caught off guard by these chillier temperatures, though. It's nice out there today, but you're going to want a jacket for the rest of this week. All right, don't go anywhere. Casey Mason and Mitch Carter will be right back with some of your latest news headlines.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Well, good morning, and thanks for joining us for the news portion of your stream show. It is Tuesday, October 21st. I'm Mitch Carter.
That's right. I'm Casey Mason. We appreciate you hanging out with us here on our stream. You know the drill. We're going to talk forecasts first. We've got meteorologist Arden Gregory joining us for sunrise. Our buddy Byron's been out this week. I believe Michael Fecca is in the house tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow through Friday.
All right. Looking forward to it. That's right. Of course, Arden, great job breaking everything down that you guys need to know. Chilly yesterday, a little bit better out there this morning.
Yeah, a little more mild. Not too bad, but very fall-like still.
Definitely. But we're going to break down a few of our headlines today that we wanted to recap in case you missed them this morning.
Yes.
And just want some stuff that we thought you guys need to be up to date on. Starting off with the Evansville Vanderburg School Corporation. They're going to actually help some students out learn about alternative options for their high school experience. So we talked about this a little earlier today, and what's going on here is the EVSC's annual options fair. It's going to be this Thursday, and what it does is it just allows 8th grade students to really learn more about some of those options that are available to them in high school. These programs, they range from alternative to traditional high school and have a more specific approach to what they are interested in. Take a look.
So we wanted to make sure that students have a number of opportunities to check out, to investigate, to see if that is something that will be really successful, allow them to be successful during the high school years.
Yeah, so officials say that students going to the fair will be able to talk to students currently in the program and just see if this will be a right fit for them.
Absolutely. And moving to baseball now, a lot of sports news today where Evansville native Don Mattingly and those Toronto Blue Jays get this, headed now to the World Series. Blue Jays beat out the Seattle Mariners Monday night in a Game 7 there of the American League Championship Series. The Blue Jays have not made it to a World Series since 1993. Meanwhile, Mattingly, who serves there as the Blue Jays bench coach, has never been to the World Series throughout his entire career. So a first there despite his already storied career. The first game is Friday with the Blue Jays hosting the Los Angeles Dodgers. Should be a good one there.
Definitely pretty cool. Shout out to another local sports legend here in our tri-state. We breed them good here in the Midwest.
Sure do. A lot of talent here
That's
in
right.
Southern Indiana.
I'll tell you what, speaking of talent, 13 local high school marching bands are going to be heading to Indiana's semi-state competition after placing at regionals over the weekend. So yeah, just take that into perspective. 13 of our local bands. Well, Castle, they're going to be moving on to compete in Class A. And then in the Class B category, we're going to have Jasper along with EVSC's Wrights, Harrison, and North as well. Now, Princeton, Heritage Hills, Boonville, and Bosse are all going to be moving on in the Class C division. As for Class D, we've got Forest Park, Mater Dei, South Spencer, and Tell City all moving on. Of course, each class will perform at a different Indiana high school on November 1st. Now, if the bands place at semi-state, that then moves them on to the state finals, which are being held at Lucas Oil Stadium on November 8th. If you want to go support your tri-state band, your hometown there, best of luck to them
Very
as well.
cool. Congrats to all you guys as well for making semi-state. Already a huge accomplishment. Looking forward to seeing some of them up there representing at Lucas Oil. Always very, very cool.
Definitely. Well, I think that'll do it for our
Quick and
recap
easy.
here today. In and out on a Tuesday. Of course, you know we'll be back here same time, same place. Bright and early tomorrow. Join us on 14 News Sunrise as well as our streaming show at 8:30. And stay tuned for the rest of our 14 News content throughout the day. But for now, we'll see you next time.
Take care. Have a good one.
Bye.